This is Rob Tappert.
This is Lucy Lawless.
And we're here discussing The Debt, Part 1.
The Debt, Part 1.
Please enjoy.
I think, Lucy, that this is has no other Xena credits because we thought this episode had too much material, so we dropped the opening credits to
Wow, yeah.
just ID that. So I may be proven wrong when we get there, but I think our traditional opening is out.
No teaser.
Yeah, no, kind of jumped right, well, the teaser, but no opening title.
Who's she reaching for there?
I don't know.
Comfort.
Likewise, I'm sure.
This is actually one of my all-time favorite episodes, and it was an episode that various big-time directors, New Zealanders, saw and couldn't believe that it was shot in New Zealand by as a New Zealand television show. So I know Roger Donaldson and other people all saw this and kind of forced them or made them rethink shooting other television down in New Zealand.
I love these episodes. This and the Sin Trades were just some of the ones I'm proudest of.
Crazy Peter Bell Hong Kong fight.
Stunt action? Yep.
Yeah, stunt action. A clean miss, and you can see it there.
I know, that was kind of shocking, wasn't it? In these shows, I probably did about... I did all the fights, but generally, if you don't see my face, it's most likely the stunt double. Because I would fight stuntmen, but if there are actors, you wouldn't trust a visiting actor to not pop me one in the face and loosen my teeth or something. So you leave that pleasure to the poor stunt woman to fight guest actors.
No.
Look, hang on, this is Gabrielle. Xena getting rid of Gabrielle, saying you can't come.
Are you going up against a dragon?
No.
Is the green dragon a person?
20 questions.
Which person?
The one I'm gonna kill.
Yeah.
This whole episode was, besides that we went to China, was all about setting up the audience for Gabrielle to portray Xena. And we had to go to great lengths to make it believable, somewhat believable. So.
A mighty princess forged in the heat of battle.
Yeah, I remember doing that shot, that riding shot in the titles there. And just that being really rocky ground and really scary riding. And the top of the hill, when I smile like that, and everybody always wanted to know what episode that was from, or the Poseidon shot. Some of these things were shot specifically for the titles, and you never see them in an episode. You never see Xena smile like that
Right.
in anything.
That building, all those cement blocks are apple boxes that were spray paint or foamed over. We got 30,000 apple boxes for nothing.
You plan on traveling
And used them wisely.
At least tell me why.
You will never understand.
After all we've been through.
Lucy, you gonna fit all that in the saddlebag?
For the lot of this. Give him 12. It's more than it's worth.
Xena carries many things stuffed
You're
down
welcome.
her breastplate.
Glad I could help you
Just
get a deal on the things you need to commit a murder.
all sorts of weapons.
Many years ago, as you know,
Oh
Caesar left his
my.
mark on me.
This is where my brother got to break my legs. There's my brother, Daniel. My youngest brother. Ah! This looks cool, doesn't it?
It does. Only because I was going to direct it and handed it off was I able to force production to hire a helicopter. And I had actually storyboarded all of these sequences, kind of handed it all to Oli and said, the best of luck to you. And this whole plateau where we were shooting, I went down to, with RJ, to look at it, and...
This was the central plateau of New Zealand.
right.
And this is, do they film Lord of the Rings, some of it there?
Some of Lord of the Rings there. Utu, another movie they filmed there.
It's really magnificent. And this horse that I'm riding, I'll show you in a second. That is so uncomfortable. Look at that. See, we've got max air off a tussock. This horse that I'm riding, Monty, died about 10 days after we shot. Remember, he got a twisted gut and just died, and I was going, oh my God, I hope it wasn't something I did to him. Wow, that's really just...
And Nyla Dixon, who did the costumes for all this, she has Last Samurai coming out soon, and for which she's going to win the Academy Award for that, or Lord of the Rings, hopefully. Yep. But this certainly helped her. I know Ed Zwick loved these costumes that she did.
That's so beautiful, isn't it? That landscape rocks.
Young Bad Xena.
Man, that is such a great location. Actually, that was in the high country somewhere.
It was in Namatia Sheep Station up in the middle of no man's land. This whole row of heads, originally we were told you couldn't do it. And then there was concern, certainly amongst other people on the staff at the time, that what's going to happen here with Xena putting the head of this innocent man would make her unredeemable and too evil. But we did it anyways.
No, they don't want to cooperate.
Because I don't think the audience ever got that he was the guy begging. But so we based this all on Mongolia and did a lot of research into Mongolia and Mongolian warriors.
Xena drumming on the table. I don't even remember doing that. What a cool idea.
He's here to learn how to deal with thieves.
Insults
What a cute little boy.
Negotiations.
Luce, was he afraid of you? What was that all
Little
about?
boy?
Yeah.
He was a pretty he was quite a feisty little boy, actually. He had a bit of cheek in him, and he didn't appear to be, but looking back I think maybe he was, because I mean I was trying to be sweet to him in between bricking him up and everything.
This woman is in charge?
No, she's not.
I was going to say, amongst the cast, there was a great deal of the Chinese cast of deciding how much to play the falsified Chinese accent. This gentleman, Grant, decided to play it the most, and other characters played it down as much as they could, thinking that it was
A little insulting.
a little insulting.
Yeah.
But without some amount of the accent, the place doesn't feel as real.
I think for people who are like from minority people, that's always a question. I know Jacqueline Kim very much fought playing
An accent.
an accent.
Were to lie against us.
Then I'd say...
How'd you enjoy Marton?
Oh, he's great. He's very fun to work with because he's very naughty. He's got a naughty sense of humour, and you have lots of good laughs.
I can't believe it's the same Pariahs who
People see you do romantic scenes and they think there's chemistry there that exists when the camera's not rolling, but that's just not the case. You do have great chemistry with people that you like and respect.
Right.
And
A different version of
it's
Kevin
not,
Smith.
it's not about some sexual attraction at all. It's about, for me anyway, it's people that I like and respect and can really have good laughs with.
This got cut down a little bit.
Approaches.
Let him wait.
They having sex on a horseback was various people objected to, and
Why? What's it to them? What's interesting, I think, between this relationship is I always think of kind of Xena being on top, as it were. Like, Boreas is the one she's always... she's kind of the boss, but here you see where she's not. She's just the second in command with a lot of ambition. He's got to really watch.
coming up right here is a shot loose that we had to go back and get because the director and the star had forgotten that Xena had to play it with a limp. So jumping off the horse in front of the little yurt, introduction of the beautiful Jacqueline Kim. But this was all an insert picked up to show that Xena was on a crutch. We shot this
Because you hadn't really established it prior to now, right?
Right.
But I've also heard that you're a man of honor.
You love playing evil, Xena, don't you?
Negotiate with honor and with fairness.
We looked for somebody to play this part of Lao Ma forever and a day, and couldn't find somebody to carry the dignity and the weight of that part. And saw Jacqueline in another movie, and she wouldn't come in and read, so we just did it as an offer only. And I think it's the only part in all Xena besides Anthony Quinn that or one of the few characters that we did as an offer only, and she came in and took it, and we were never sorry because she really gave this weight.
I think Xena kind of likes the wacky backy.
Yeah.
Did then. She's watching these two get it on.
This was, once again, pushing the envelope. Can we say that Xena's opiuming out? And I remember, I thought Rob Field, the editor, did a great job with this little sequence.
Yeah,
but
it's good because you don't know how she really feels about them getting it on. Which one she's watching more.
Right.
If she's got it, you know, which one she's more attracted to herself. She's a dark character, this girl, Xena.
This was the fabric episode.
Yeah, Rob would keep seeing all these paintings and he would say to Nyla, I want to do that. You know, they were Alma Tadema paintings or things with wind-blowing incredible fabrics. Just classical paintings, right?
Yeah, and different things where we...
Moses standing, you know,
Right.
floating on some cloud.
What'd she say?
I'll never tell.
Do you remember when you first read the script, Liz?
I think I really just loved it.
How were you going to do that?
I think my reaction was very overwhelmingly
By
positive.
appealing to a sense of family values.
There's Tilly, what a beautiful horse.
That gag I fought forever.
Wind in the Lion.
Yeah, the Wind in the Lion. But the horse didn't want to go through that piece of screen, and we had to put that hole in it so the horse could see. And even though we trained him a bunch of times, and I kept insisting with Eric Rundeman and Chloe Smith that no, the horse has to charge through the thing. That's the big surprise. And they did rehearsals, and the horse wouldn't do it. And finally, by putting that little square where the horse could see through
Right.
that what it was going into is the only way it would charge through that. And
Oh, don't go, little boy, she's bad.
I thought this was wonderfully shot by Old Ole. But
What I will do, however, is cut you in on the deal if you set up the exchange. We meet in your yurt on
What's
the
that, Liz?
It's like she's everything I'd like to be.
25. Now 50 bags of gold. And I give him his
a big mouth and
just
your
a smarty pants.
And,
She cracks me up. I got good lines to say, good situations to be in. There you go.
As promised.
Good. You take the golden horses. I get the woman.
Oh, mate, that is a bad deal. You don't want
You're
to.
going to die, Xena. And that's a statement of fact.
Ooh,
So, after Bryce did this, anything that happened to him in Past Imperfect and all those kind of things,
I love that episode. That was another good one.
yeah,
Killed him if you didn't get what you wanted? Yes.
he kind of sold you out.
Well, nah, but look, she was a terrible liability, I think.
I know what
What else could he do?
And you would just throw away these last few years.
yes.
Ooh, that was certainly a line that stung fandom at the time. That Xena was willing to toss away her relationship with Gabrielle to run off to China for Lao Ma.
Well, if you owed somebody, if you did the sort of thing she did,
Right.
and you consider yourself irredeemable, and that you can never do enough to atone, I think you would. I love this. Is such a great image. even at the time, I knew this was incredibly cool, incredibly uncomfortable and incredibly cool. Beautiful. Oh, look at those costumes.
I brought something for you, Ming Tian.
Oh, that's Ming Tian.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Oh,
And
What a little
she
sweetie.
is his mother. Right.
oh, that's right.
And so
Oh.
she's,
The thought thickens.
the plot thickens. So
Wow, it's Ming Tian who grows
So-
up to be the crazy Ming
the
Tian.
crazy Ming Tian, who she goes to kill, and the whole lie that I didn't kill him when I really did, and he comes back in the musical, and blah, blah, blah.
This is so cool. This was some of the best stuff storytelling that we ever got
Let
to.
me see.
Why does Xena intrigue Lao Ma?
Why does Xena intrigue Lao Ma, you want to know? I know why.
Why?
Because she sees her as a powerful person who can do good and wants to convert her to doing good
Hurry.
as a
Be
powerful
back on the
person.
scent soon.
Why are you doing this?
I have been blessed.
Why do
or
you think?
cursed with the ability to
I don't
see
know.
the souls
I was
of
just
others.
hoping there was something
You don't know
better than
it, but you're a
altruism.
remarkable woman, capable of greatness.
Remarkable,
Come quick. We'll take
capable
refuge
of
in my
greatness.
house.
There you go.
Capable of greatness. Okay.
My hounds have followed Xena's trail here.
So this sequence haunted me for a week and got me in a big fight with the art department because even though Lucy never complained, that water tank that she's hiding in was never properly sealed, and they used creosol, which is carcinogenic. And my wife's hair reeked of creosol.
And lungs.
And lungs. And right,
You'll
breath.
respect my price.
Reeked of it for a week afterwards. And after this, we changed how we did water scenes and got a
I don't
spot.
believe I knew it was carcinogenic, actually. Perhaps
Well, I don't
that's
know
why I
if it's
didn't complain.
I don't know if
Need
it's...
to know basis only.
Yeah, you didn't even need to know now. And certainly this can be read two ways, but Chinese Ghost Story, a movie that I particularly loved, had a sequence not dissimilar to this in it, of with the young boy in hiding from the
Very
ghost.
good. That was nicely done. So,
This was all, I have to say, the director, Oli, wanted to do this. And it was like a 3-line sentence of Xena's prepared and Asianized or whatever.
I always thought I looked so incredibly bad in this and the other Japanese one where you put that
Hairpiece. on.
crazy hairdo on me, like Asian hair, not good for Lucy's face. What? How did she go from one thing to the other? How did she get out of Lao Ma's? Oh, we switched time periods.
All that tricky non-linear storytelling.
Oh, tricked me.
It tricked you. And you're in the movie. In the show.
I was there.
There was a Chinese movie called Ashes of Time, which I thought was it when I first saw it now 12 years ago, was one of the most spectacularly beautiful things I'd ever seen. And this and One Against an Army had aspects to it. These spinning bird cages as
Right.
I just went, oh my God, like I got to find a way to use that
That's Polly.
shadowing.
owe someone so much.
Vengeance
just throw away
versus
these
love.
last
And
few
what's
years.
going to win?
Vengeance. Vengeance makes drama. I know, it makes absolutely no sense. Good shot right up the bum. But
Charming.
I'm sorry, Xena, I couldn't let you do this.
you know, the idea of the betrayal worked for me. I don't think we ever did justice to.
That moment, no. I think the cut back to Xena wasn't fulfilled in that moment, but right before that. Ah, there's Ming Tian all growing up. I think they were both called Daniel, weren't they? There was
Both were
Little
Daniels,
Daniel and
yep.
Big Daniel.
Big and Little Daniel, that's right. we always rationalize that Xena just didn't kill him here because she was so upset with Gabrielle betraying her.
I don't know. She's got no clothes, a breath dagger, and her pain in the neck little friend.
Well, the pain
could
in the
get
neck
hurt.
was what stopped her from doing something there. Now,
Right. No Frock Tarts were killed during the production of this motion picture, although they wish they had been. Frock Tarts are wardrobe girls.
and they worked hard.
Yeah. And that's what they call themselves, right? None of this abuse. Don't send mail.
Right.